It's day 262 of my honeydew germination experiment. I haven't fertilized since the great transplant, and I'm going to try for the first time using Miracle Gro Bloom Booster. I also could use the regular higher nitrogen content Miracle Grow, the regular vegetative growth one, but I had good results getting a lot of explosive growth with this, and I'm hoping it can do the job. This is the melon I featured in the last episode and compared to the size of an egg. It was the size of an egg 4 days ago, and now it's too big to fit in my hand. So there's been a lot of rapid growth. However, I just can't shake the feeling that this won't reach the 8-inch diameter of the honeydews I see in the supermarket, of which these seeds originated from. But up here you see a sister melon that was developing around the same time. It got pollinated around the same time, but it's being canceled effectively by the plant. There's just not enough resources, not enough photosynthesis, not enough leaves to support all these melons at once. What I'm seeing is about 2 melons developing to a good size maximum. Here's another example of a melon that's being canceled before it even gets started. Basically, if it's not lush green, the pre-melon, fertilized or not, it's not going anywhere. It's just going to shrivel up and die. And this is the underside of a leaf nearby. It's got some dead adult spider mites on it. Vine number 1 has many other melons like this size as well, but I think they'll all be put on pause hormonally until 1 or 2 melons develop to their maximal size. And here's another good example. This one just got pollinated. So it looks healthy now, but within a few days it could be shriveling up and dying. This is on vine 3. It's an asymmetrical melon that's developing bigger on the left side, our left, compared to the right. It doesn't have a symmetrical axis with both ends. And this is the melon that I featured, I think, 2 episodes ago. This one was the biggest. And up here you can see the one that I believe was pecked by a bird once. But I've seen no bird activity since, so I don't really know what happened for sure. I just can't think of anything else that could have caused that damage. Here's another one on vine 3. This is on vine 2. It's slightly bigger than a golf ball. And this is also vine 2, I believe. It's about the same size, maybe size of a golf ball, slightly bigger. I've got the spider mite problem largely under control with regular sprayings of 0.6% hydrogen peroxide, but I've noticed that some of these leaves near the bigger, fast developing melons are shriveling up and dying. So I think that's because there's a lack of micronutrients in the soil, and that's why I'm fertilizing. If you see lush leaves like this, it's because I retrieved some vine ends from the other side of this balcony that's serving as a trellis and brought them over to this side. So all those leaves look amazing. And this is just a mess here for vine 2. But I'm looking to get some trellis action set up behind the lines on this balcony pretty soon. And that means there's going to be a lot more opportunity for photosynthesis and vegetative growth. I can rescue a lot of these straggler vine offshoots that haven't been doing well. This is a very interesting story from vine 1. It's had this thin, sickly offshoot for the longest time, and I lifted it up and draped it over an equally thin vine offshoot from vine 3 to see if it can get anything going and get into the sun. And it's had a pleasant development. It's not that. It's actually this much larger melon, the second largest melon on vine 1, about the volume of, I would say, 2 golf balls. The circulation of nutrients in plants via the phloem is very slow compared to that of animals via an active circulatory system, so it makes sense that this melon and the number 1 melon in vine 1 should be very far apart from each other to avoid competition for local resources.